welcome to another Simon Says Stamp video. Today I'm using this embossing folder from Sizzix. I've run my Hero Arts layering paper through my Sizzix machine with that embossing folder. You can see the design there. And now I'm going to take a sanding block. This is the Tim Holtz sanding block. And I'm just going to sand off a bunch of the edges on the design, and that'll make it so that the pattern stands out even more. So I'm going to put down some black cardstock here just because a lot of little dust comes up and I want to be able to catch it. Okay, so you can see that pattern just a little bit more. I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to sand it much more than that. The thing that's cool about using the Hero Arts layering paper is it's white on one side and color on the other. So it's a really great paper to use for this technique when you're going to be taking off just the top surface and allowing that white to show through. I'm going to be using this stamp set, and I thought I would use, let's see, I think I'll do the thank you so much with the flower right there. We're going to do some faux metal with embossing. I'm going to use this super fine detail silver embossing powder from Ranger. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a Versamark pad, and this one I've marked with a little paper on top so I know that it's one that's kind of dirty. I don't know if you can see it on screen, but there's some red ink kind of over on this side. Doesn't matter if the ink's going to show on this one because we're going to be covering it with embossing powder. So I'm just getting a nice rectangle of Versamark, and I'll bring this black piece of paper back so that I can sprinkle this embossing powder on top. Okay, I'm not going to clean that up because we're going to do more here in a minute. I'm going to heat this until it melts. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now I'm going to take the Versamark and I'll just go right over the top of that again. More embossing powder on and heat it again. This time it should melt more quickly. Let that cool. Put more Versamark on. Okay, while that cools, I'm going to get my stamp ready. Alright, so I have my stamp there. I'm going to coat the stamp with Versamark. That's just going to protect it when I press it into the melted embossing powder. Alright, so I have that ready. And I'm going to move this up here because I'm going to need to stamp down in this corner of my mat. So I'll add that Versamark ink right there. On the coating of embossing powder. So this will be the fourth layer of embossing powder. Alright, while it's still hot, I'm going to press the stamp into the melted embossing powder. I'm really pressing. I want to get it really even but press down really hard. And then lift up. And then you have this design. Okay, now you're going to use a circle punch or even a circle cutter just to cut out that circled stamp design. I have some pattern paper here. This pattern paper is from my Mind's Eyes Vanity Fair 6x6 pad. Thought that nice soft green color would go well on the card. I'm going to put the pattern paper up here at the top. Just use some Xyron Mega Runner adhesive. Alright, I have some May Arts twine here. I'm going to wrap it around the card quite a few times. In order to do that, I'm going to cut a little slit in the fold of the card. You can see it right there. Alright, so we have that right there. I'm going to round these corners. And then I'll be adding this with some dimensional adhesive just to the side of the card right there. Alright, and there's the card for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.